Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new video. Today, I have a pretty hot one for you. It's the top 10 most wanted or most possible, I guess, GTA 6 settings. So, pretty much in this video, I'll be counting down from 10 to 1, various places and stuff, that GTA 6 could take place in. This video was sort of spurred on by the fact that GTA 6, Rockstar just announced that it's in development. So, you know, in honor of that, I guess, I've made this video. Of course, this video was done in contribution with many people over at the Gamers of Tomorrow Facebook page. The wonderful people over there helped me come up with this list and just stuff like that, basically. Um, so yeah, now at number 10. And at number 10, we have Washington, D.C. So at Washington, D.C. Wasn't my suggestion. It was one of the like extra suggestions that everybody came up with on the thing, because I had a poll and they put Washington D.C. Not sure. I didn't really prepare for Washington D.C., so I'm not sure what they could do in Washington. Of course, we could have just like so like, to be honest, I feel like that's just more of a DLC sort of area, if you know what I mean. Because having the entire game you attacking the White House, not possible. So essentially, the White House would be like the military base in GTA 5, basically. Just like, as soon as you enter there, just immediate 5 star. Like, you know what? You know what? Because of GTA 6, immediate 6 stars. Boom. So, bringing it back, bringing it back. So, yeah. So I guess that would be a fun thing to do. Wow. That would get so much backlash. Like, Rockstar would have to cancel everything, just like pay off everybody if you have the ability to kill a president. Oh my god. Like, seriously. But, I mean, that, I guess that would be a fun thing. I don't know. Just be able to do that in a game. Who's like, especially when Donald Trump is elected, because people hate Donald Trump. I have no idea why. I actually support Donald Trump, but everybody hates him, so I guess people can live out their fantasies. So, yeah, so that's it for Washington, D.C. So, should be an interesting area to explore. So now, number 9. And at number 9, we have Jamaica. So, again, another area proposed by one of the by an in the poll. A lot of people voted for it. Actually, it wasn't like me that came up with it. It was a friend of mine. He's actually, I guess he's Jamaican. I don't know. He may just be some American black guy just trying to act Jamaican. I have no idea. But yeah, so he came up with this, and it's a pretty good idea. I mean, in GTA 5, was it? I think it was GTA 5. I don't know. I'm not too like well versed in the universe, but I believe in GTA there's such a thing. Well, actually, it was in GTA 4. Actually, there was a gang called the Shadows, and they were just a bunch of Jamaican criminals, basically. I remember like one was like one of these side characters, like the main side character that was helping Nico with some stuff in the early bit. I don't really know. I can't really remember GTA 4 at this point. GTA 5, I have sort of a like comes and goes, basically, GTA 5, but I have no idea about GTA 4. So yeah, but Jamaica should be fun. I mean, like all the just like it's pretty much like the beach area of GTA 5, added with like just everywhere being ghetto. Like everywhere is just Grove Street and just ghetto-ness and everything like that, and just like yeah. So pretty much you could play as like a Shada and like fight some other like enemy gang basically, just like you would do in anything. So I mean, that would be cool, right? That's cool. So yeah, Jamaica. I mean, should be cool. Voice acting is gonna be absolutely fabulous. Like I don't even want to do it right now because I offend some people, but especially if they get somebody who does a fake accent. Like the real ones, I'm not too like just. I don't find it too funny, but like fake ones, my god, like those kill me. And like if they end up doing that, I'm gonna roll all over the floor. You have no idea because pretty much everybody would be Jamaican. It just makes sense, right? You're not gonna find some Irish guy just like just on the edge, just like hey, how you doing? So that's not gonna happen. So pretty much, yeah. I don't really know what you could do really. But most likely be a slightly smaller map. I'm assuming compared to GTA 5 because it's Jamaica. It's a small island, but yeah. So pretty much Jamaica, and that's basically it. And next up at number 8, we have an American African country or just an African place. So, like, just Africa, basically, just the entire continent, but shrunken down a little bit. This is above Jamaica and Washington D.C. mainly because, I mean, they could do a lot of fun stuff with that, like a lot of fun stuff. I mean, like the map would be very diverse, just like in GTA 5. I mean, you have like in the middle of Africa, I think is like rainforesty area. If I remember my knowledge of Congo, the movie Congo, as any saying that there's like foresty and mountainous areas. Of course, Mount Kilimanjaro. Um, there's of course like South Africa. The actual like country at the south of Africa, where there's like white people. Yeah, white people and like there's Johannesburg, so I guess that could be like a city, basically, like the only city, actual city, is all the way at the south, and then like in the middle is just rainforesty areas and like little like huts or whatever, like villages, and like I guess they could have like extra bits and everything, like have clearings that have extra smaller cities compared to Johannesburg or whatever they'll call it, because it's GTA, they always come up with some crazy name for everything. So like pretty much that, and then at this like above the middle area is of course the Sahara Desert or whatever they could call it. So that place, and then above that is Maghreb. Like the place with the clear skin and like Arabs basically. I don't know why, but I think like there's somehow some way gonna be some terrorist thing in this if they end up doing that, because Africa, like at least the north of Africa and the Middle East are pretty much just completely terrorist place, like Libya and all that stuff. So they might put that in, but I'm not sure. I mean, they're not even, probably not even gonna be in Africa, but hey, so that should be a cool thing to do, I guess. I don't know. Um, that is a very diverse map, as I said. Many places you can go, many things to do, basically. You could just do a bunch of smuggling. You could do like other things, basically. The one thing that I have a feeling might not be possible is the actual GTA part, the actual Grand Theft Auto part. I don't think there's gonna be many cars in this game. Maybe just like Jeeps and stuff, or maybe I'm just stuck in like whenever they made the Gods Must Be Crazy, like stuck in that time period for Africa, and I don't know if they actually have legit cars and everything. Like I'm assuming the like not sports cars. Well, sports cars will be kind of rare too, but and really expensive. Like I mean, really expensive. Like in GTA 5, I think the Centorno is like above a million, at least above a million. Like I can't really remember the prices now. I think it's not like 3 million or something. That and like the other one, the other like exotic. I need to like refresh my GTA. stuff. Let me just do this real quick. Yep, I'm actually doing this right now. But you know, like the exotics and stuff like the Zentorno and everything like that. Um, Let me just check this real quick. Nope, wrong one. So you're like, you know, like the comet and all that stuff would be pretty rare. And you know, like, what was the other one? Not that's not the Zentorno. Um, in the meantime, I'll just sing the Liberty City theme song. So I haven't found it. So yeah, but you know, like all those crazy cars, basically, be kind of hard, you know, to get your hands on. So I assume there would be like car smuggling and stuff, so you can get like essentially do like an AC4 basically, or just AC in general, like you know, before like AC4, AC3. I think AC Rogue had it too, with like the whole fleet system, so you could send out somebody to like I don't know the U.S. or something. Like that could actually give some cool like backstory to Simeon in GTA 5. He's getting all these cars, he's smuggling all these cars to send over to Africa so they can use it. And you play as a guy who's controlling Simeon. Oh my god, that would be so cool, right? Just got that idea right there. So yeah, that'd be cool. You know, like get somebody like call up cars from you know the U.S. and all those other places, get weapons from all those other places, or like steal it from like terrorists or whatever, like rebel things and all that. Like incorporate all that into the game, and plus have the storyline. That'd be so cool. I think that would be really cool. Plus with the whole like this map, the difference and stuff, the variety and terrain and stuff would be so good. Like, I mean, that's this should have been like a little higher, but it's sort of on par with the next one. So yeah, next one coming up. And at number 8, we have a South American country. So pretty much, what I mean by South American, I mean like you know South American, so Colombia, all those other places. Cuba, I guess, could be included, but it's not really in South America. But you know, it's Hispanic, so Hispanic. No, yes, it's Hispanic. The only real like Brazilian places, Brazil, like Brazilian places is Brazil. Portuguese. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. So that place, you know, that's the only really place that's not Hispanic. So I guess you could say Hispanic. So pretty much just like, you know, South America. I mean, there's not as much variety. It's just like city and jungle. That's basically all there is in South America. But you know, it would be interesting how it could work. I mean, you know, you could play as a lot more people, you could do a lot more things. Plus, the actual map itself could be just as big as the Africa map. Just have the entirety of South America and have all the different countries and different cities and stuff. Or just have it be in a single city and have it be kind of diverse like that. I'm not entirely sure how they could do it. Um, but I just like, you know, just doing the whole cartel thing basically and all that. I don't know. I mean, Africa, I guess, could have gone above this, but I didn't really think of that when I was listing these out. So yeah, but I mean, it's just many things, man. I mean, the one thing though, one thing, there could be like some form of dictatorship thing. I don't know. Like Africa could have the same thing, kinda, but you know, this place. sure there could be some form of like thing, basically. I mean, I'm mixing Cuba into this a little bit too much, but yeah. Anyways, dude, South America, it's wild. Next, and at number seven we have Russian city or just a Russian area. So, what I mean by Russian area, I mean like just you know a Russian area, like not exactly Russian, like Eastern European. So basically, where Nico came from, you could have that implemented into it. There's many things that could happen. Um, Actually, I pretty much screwed up the earlier bits. I'm just like listing it all out. But anyways, um, so there we go. Get back to what I was talking about. So like Eastern European, so it's like cold, like winter place, basically, like low temperature places. So it could be like mountains, icy mountains and stuff like that. It could be like Moscow and stuff. It could be sort of like kind of is dredge the word I'm looking for? Is that just a word I make up? Something like that. Like this this is the word I'm looking for. Not desperate. Desperate's a complete different thing. Depressed sort of area. So like just like army bases all over the place, cities, that kind of stuff, and plus with like forests, like snowy forests and like mountains and stuff. I guess there's mountains in Russia. Well, sort of in like the Asian part of Russia, not the European part with Moscow and stuff. But comes to the same thing, right? So all that sort of stuff, and plus I don't know why I feel like there could be millions of Easter eggs in this compared to like South America and stuff like that. Actually, one thing I forgot to mention for the South America part was there could be like I think there were pyramids in South America and Mexico, like the Aztecs and all the people that came before the Spanish, before Christopher Columbus came, all the people before that, all the Indians and all that kind of stuff, they could like put pyramids and stuff, and that inside the pyramids is like either some form of alien Easter egg again, or something like that. And, many Easter eggs could be had in these games. So alien Easter eggs, other things like that. So it could have the same thing in Russia area, basically. And I don't know why I feel like that would be awesome. And plus maybe plot wise they could have it like be related to Nico and stuff. So like have it be like I don't know Nico's brother or cousin, something like that, who's stuck is still in like this Eastern European area, Russia, something like that. And I don't know why I always want to implement like real world problems into it. Just have like immigrant stuff and all that. But so you could think up anything you want, but Russia is a cool place. It's a cool place, man. It's a cool place. Let's go. And at number six, we have the UK. So what I mean by the UK is the entirety of the United Kingdom, or whatever it's called, the British Isles, basically. Have England, Scotland, Wales, I guess, and Ireland in all this place. Packy, I just remembered his name in the nick of time. Packy from GTA 4, and he made a little Easter egg or was referenced, I can remember, in GTA 5. You could have like all that sort of stuff, like him go back to whatever they called Ireland in with GTA. Maybe they'll just stick to the same name. I'm not sure, but it could have that and all that kind of stuff. Also, just like with all with Africa especially, very diverse map. Very diverse map. I believe there's mountainous areas in the UK. There's like plains and stuff. So by plains, I mean like grassy areas. There could be foresty areas. I'm not entirely sure. There could be there could be like city areas, of course. Actually, I have to go do something real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, what was I talking about? Alright, so, like, many different areas, of course, could have that relation to Paki or just a new person in general, have them go all across the UK and stuff. This and like, I guess not. Well, this especially could work with, in tandem with one of the other, like entries in this top 10. So yeah, but you know, just really works. Of course, the accent will be like go cool. I want to say good and cool at the same time. I ended up saying cool. Yeah, playing too much Fallout 4. So like what was I talking about? Right. The accents and the voice acting should be like used properly. And what I mean by that is, of course, in the England sort of areas, there should be like English people. So, with just a slight soft English accent. And then in the Welsh area, Wales area, have it be Welsh accents. And then Scottish accents and Irish accents. Not that much of a difference, but I guess there's different like words that they use and stuff. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that would be cool. Just like to differentiate them through like how they word things. Kind of useless, but at the same time, because like you don't really hear people talking that much in GTA. Maybe they'll do that for this one. I'm not entirely sure, but hey. Anyways, the UK, take it what it is, man. They had like GTA London back in the day. I think it was before or after GTA 2. Maybe it was GTA 2. I'm not entirely sure, but it was a GTA set in London. So I mean, they could redo that and then add upon the map and of course, completely new story like as they do. So yeah. One problem I have right now is I forgot where I was on the number 6. So I'm gonna have to do that afterwards. But anyways, next up is number 4. Okay, so I've sort of messed this up a little bit in terms of the time cues. Because I feel like I went on for a bit too long, just a tiny bit too long. So I don't really know where I'm stopping and where I'm going. So yeah, but anyways, number um 4, yeah, number 4, Chicago. So this again was suggested by one of the people in the polls. Um, not entirely sure how that could work. Basically they could just have it be like you know Watch Dogs Chicago, basically. Like, just just be like that. Have like the Irish, people, and have like the Irish mob, basically, and have like just all that sort of stuff implemented in it. Of course, have the different areas in the city. I believe there was like either a swamp or like just urban area. Is it urban? Another word. I'm completely messing up right now. Something like that. Rural areas. There we go. Rural area at the top, like at the um, northwest of the map in Watch Dogs. So there was that sort of area and there was all that sort of stuff. So they could do that and plus expand on it and add like areas surrounding the city area. So yeah. Anyways, Chicago should be pretty cool. Now for number three. And at number three, we have Tokyo. So, Tokyo well, that was sort of a rumor that GTA 6 might be set in Tokyo. I'm not entirely sure, but um, so yeah, um, pretty much Tokyo. The one thing that I think of whenever I think of GTA set in Tokyo, I think of well, my parents are arguing right now, ruining the video. Brilliant, guys, brilliant. So, the one thing I think of when I think of Tokyo, GTA set in Tokyo, anime cosplay, and like just oh god, that would be so cool. Like the electronic billboards and stuff that they always do in Tokyo and stuff. Could add that, all that sort of stuff in the game. That would be so cool. Like Tokyo is a really beautiful place. I'll probably have a picture of it right now. So like many things. Of course, they could have the yakuza and everything like that. You can do many things with Tokyo. And I'm pretty excited if they do end up making it Tokyo. So, yeah. So, pretty much that's that, I guess. Next one. At number two, we have a different time period. So, the reason why I said different settings and not different areas or different locations or something like that is because there was this little entry here. This could work with pretty much all the previous entries and the entry next, as after, and all the honorable mentions as well. It could work really well. Could go back to like the 80s whenever like the Vice City and all that stuff was set. Could go to the future, which is the part I'm really thinking of, where it's like there's like two futures basically, like two stages of the future that people always think of. There's the dystopian post-apocalyptic sort of area, so like Fallout, and then the one before, like the phase before that, where everything is like technologically advanced and there's like flying cars. Imagine stealing one of those. Robot police. God, that would be so cool, man. All that sort of stuff, and of course, they don't even need to add like actually have an actual city or anything like that. It could just make up a city of their own and would work fine because it's just so cool, right? Just so cool. So yeah, that sort of time period plus like this post-apocalyptic dystopian sort of area. Not sure how that would work per se, because cars would be destroyed, so the whole GTA part will be gone, but there'll still probably be like smuggling and crime and stuff, for and like stuff for you to do, plus a pretty big map that they could do because it's just wasteland basically. There's no real city area, Grand Plains area, forest, mountain. There's not really that much because it was all bombed. I mean, I guess they could add mountains and stuff, but So yeah, so there's that. Maybe just like a post-apocalyptic San Andreas. I'd be completely fine with that, right? That would be cool, right? Um, so yeah. Anyways, time for the honorable mentions. This will take quite some time. And at number one, we have living in the USA. Hey, hey. So, here's the one that we've been asking for, and by we, I mean GTA fans, have been asking for, I feel like years. Probably years or a year or something like that. I'm not sure, but for quite some time, people have been asking to be able to explore the entirety of the U.S., not just the various cities in the U.S. And like not like Carcer City or Liberty City or Vice City or anything like that. Just actually have new areas and stuff for you to explore, right? And have it all be connected. So you could drive from Liberty City to Los Santos. Like imagine how cool that'd be, or like Vice City to Los Santos or Liberty City, or whatever they like. And a bunch of new cities too, like Chicago, as I mentioned before, Seattle, Washington D.C., all this kind of stuff. And all of that. This, however, would take quite some time to develop. I'm pretty sure, because I mean I'm not sure where you came from, but yeah. There was one game called Fuel, where it was like this again post-apocalyptic sort of game where you drive around in buggies, pretty much like Mad Max, but in the U.S. It was set in the U.S. and you never actually saw any person. There were no persons per se, no actual people. It was just cars and stuff. So pretty much just like cars, but I mean there were people, I think, but. Yeah. All that sort of stuff in that, and it was pretty much like half or whatever the U.S. was a massive map. Like I think it was life sized. I'm not entirely sure. It would take you 2 hours, and like a couple of minutes, just to go across like a bit of it in a diagonal, like straight line diagonal. I want to see how long it takes people to go from one side of the map in GTA to the other, not counting like mountain climbs and stuff. Just like straight, because it was, I think, like a complete straight. Might have taken a little bit more time because like there was canyon dodging and stuff in the live stream that I saw, but pretty much just like that, right? So like that times two in GTA, plus all the details they could possibly add in the cities and all that. Of course, it would be a job for the PlayStation 4K or the next generation of consoles, which I think by the time this game is finished, those would have already been released. So like next 4 years, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but it will probably take that long to develop the game, and it'll probably take that long in order for the game to, come out, and those consoles to come out and basically just like work that way. So, if the next gen consoles can work like that, and even the PC, I'm assuming the PC can handle that kind of stuff, especially like next gen PCs, I guess, new models of PCs could handle that kind of stuff. So all this could work wonders, like absolute wonders. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. If they add all that stuff, a lot of variety in maps. There's the Rocky Mountains. There's all these cities and all these like the desert areas and like Texas and stuff and all that sort of stuff. The beach areas, everything, just all in there. Like I was talking about how Africa is diverse. This would be just like on par with the diversity compared to Africa, and then some, right? One thing I forgot to mention for the other one is like Tokyo, Russia, South America, I guess, and the Africa and the US, UK probably use a different currency. Like in the US, well, in the United States area, so like Los Angeles and all that stuff, they use dollars. I assume it's dollars. So I guess they could either like manage to be able to use pounds, or like some completely new currency that they came up with. That would be so cool. So yeah, a lot of potential for GTA 6. A lot of potential. And that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.